As an independent artist, what's the support like from your city? Like, are you able to go to the radio stations whenever you want? Do they play?
No.
What's that like?
I've seen a lot of artists that isn't as big or half as known as me, like get love from radio stations, you know. I think it's like, I'm so self-motivated and I'm really kind of low-key antisocial. So I just don't really know a lot of these people personally, you know. But I've had people, artists in Chicago who was kind of known and getting played on the radio before me, who've hated, you know, on me before, like had DJs even ask like, hey, is Montana, he with y'all? It's like, nah, he not with us, we don't fuck with him. Ooh, okay, we not gonna play his shit, you know what I'm saying? Until it's like now I've passed him up, you know, and it's like a few people just this same week is like kind of like reaching out like, oh, you got any radio joints, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you been knew who I was. Like I talked to the people up at World Star Hip Hop, you know, and he reached out to me, was like, man, I just want to apologize to you. Like, you know, I know people from Chicago, you know, he said, and it just dawned on me like that they probably really just hating, you know. He said, because we went and checked your numbers, they was like, oh, he's paying for views and all this stuff. And he's like, we went and checked, he's like, all your shit is legit. Like, ooh, he's like, I'm listening to you, like, man, you snapping, man. He's like, I just really want to take this time to apologize to you, you know what I'm saying, woo, and, you know, if you got anything you want to send us, just, you know, send it to, you know, and I'm looking like, this is the beginning of 2016. I remember trying to send World Star videos back in like 2010, 2011, you know, and getting one reply, and then they disappear, or getting no reply at all, just telling all my fans to send them this Derrick Rose MVP video I did, you know, and all this type of shit, you know, and them saying, oh, you need 40,000 views to be on here, you know. I'm like, damn, then when I get 40,000 views, they like, oh, you need 80,000 views, and like, I remember so much shit, you know what I'm saying, in the past, you know, to where it's just like, now people are starting to kind of come around. I just really realized what the fuck it is, you know. Like, I remember one of my older cousins told me one day how they had the whole East Coast, West Coast thing with Tupac and Biggie. And he was saying that he used to hate Puff Daddy, you know, because he was a Tupac fan, you know. And he was like, after a while, when Tupac passed, you know, he was like, what the fuck am I even hating this dude for? So like, he's not doing nothing, but he's doing what he's supposed to do, you know. Like, you know, he said, I just had to tell him, like, it was stupid for me to even be hating on him, you know. He's like, I just stopped and really respect him, you know. So I think it's gonna be that, you know, or that's kind of what's happening with a lot of people, you know. Like, I be in my own lane, you know, I don't fucking nobody. I do what I'm supposed to do. I uplift the people around me, you know. A lot of people got homies that rap. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you black and you from the hood, you got a lot of people, homies that rap. Not saying you can help out everybody, but it's a lot of people that, like, I do ciphers with all my artists. We do cipher videos, you know, so that's giving them a chance to stand on the same pavement as me and possibly out-rap me, or outdo me, you know what I'm saying? For the world to say, hey man, he snapped harder than Montana, or he's better than Montana. Like, people have a chance to say that. You have a chance to prove yourself, you know what I'm saying? And gain you some following, but it's, you know what I mean, people out there that wouldn't do that for their friends because they scared that they might outshine me, or people might take into him more. And I don't ever want to put my friend in that position to take the spotlight from me. You know what I'm saying?
How important is it to be the best coming out of Chicago? Because, you know, Lil Durk said that he's the best rapper of, like, you know, from Chicago. So what is that, how important is that to you?
To me, it's not Chicago. To me, it's just like, to me, somebody say, oh, Montana, you the best rapper of Chicago. It's just like, tell me something I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I'm the best fucking rapper in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ask me, you know, and it's like, I don't give a fuck about being the best in Chicago. Like, that's simple-minded to me. That's small-minded. Like, I'm trying to be global and legendary. You know what I'm saying? Nobody be like, he's the first person in Chicago to do this. He was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. And I tell people too, like, sometimes, you know, females, or you go places and females, people be like, oh, them Chicago niggas, or them Chicago niggas this, or something like, ain't no another nigga from Chicago like me. You know, like, I don't represent, like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, you know, I don't go to clubs unless I'm being paid to be there, you know, like, I don't gang bang, you know, like, I got a mind of my own, you know, I ain't never been no follower, you know what I'm saying? I stand on my own too, I could be a gangster on my own 2 feet.
Are you speaking of going to shows and stuff like that, do you go with a team? Because after what happened with Troy Ave, I feel like security is so important for artists. Because you never know, you can be an innocent bystander, like some of those people. Like, what is your take on that?
I don't know the whole situation. I saw the little video clip.
Yeah.
I definitely, I move with my team, you know. Like I said, we independent, we real street niggas going through these cities, you know, state to state, you know. And shit, my niggas be ready, you know. Like shit, like gun cards and shit like that, and you know, concealed carries, a few of them, you know. But like I said, you got to be ready in life, period, if the devil come knocking at your door. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you, the main thing that got the ball rolling, like me, you know, or Troy Ave, like, you shouldn't have to even have to shoot if it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it'll never come a time when you don't have to shoot. I mean, that you won't have to shoot or don't shoot at all. I'm not saying that, but I'm like, it should have been somebody else that had to step up and do that if that was necessary. You know what I'm saying?
But say if you saw your best friend get shot, and the weapon's right there, and you're just like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's like if your best friend got shot, you might finna get hit next. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes you gotta bust back and get a motherfucker off you. You know what I'm saying? Or let a motherfucker hear that them shots is coming at their ass too. They're not the only one giving them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different scenarios and shit like that. You know, like that's some fucked up shit. The whole situation with that, whatever that is. You know, like I said, I don't know the whole situation. You know, I don't know him personally at all. I pray, you know, he gets out of that situation and, you know, everything is okay and works out for him. You know. But yeah, that's crazy. But I definitely take my team with me. Like sometimes I hit the road and shit instead of flying because I want to take my team with me and show them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like let them see like, yeah, this shit really out here. You know what I'm saying? This how you move. You know, so when they get bigger and they want to help people and other artists and have their own artists, they know how to go about shit, know how to move. You know, so like teach them the ropes and shit like that. You know, so I encourage them to do that shit too. You know, like yeah. Do this and, you know, help other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, when you able to, you know, all that type of shit, you know, like don't ever be stingy, you know, can't nobody in the world have all the money, like you don't need all the fans, you know what I'm saying, like it's good, you know what I'm saying, I love when I see somebody comment or somebody say to one of my artists, hey man, you my favorite artist, you the best one to me, you know what I'm saying, or you had a better verse than Montana on that song, I love that shit, you know what I'm saying, I never hate on my nigga, you know, I'm bringing you, I'm brought you with me, so you could do good and have good feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like that lets me know that you're doing your job. You won somebody over, you know?
All right, so I want to talk about your face tattoos. So the money, you get money, right?
Money on my mind.
So what is the teardrop? Because a lot of people will look at that and back in the day, it meant one thing. Does that mean something else to you?
It's a sign of pain, really, you know? And it's like a lot of times, like a lot of shit happens and, you know, they say no emotions from a king. You know, and it's like, I got an old line when I say something about, you know, when Drake said, diss me, you never hear a reply for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I said that line and I flipped it. I said, diss me, you never hear a reply for it. But please note that you could die for it. And your family will cry for it. No, I said, and my tattoos will cry for it. And your family will look up in the sky for it. And it's really like a sign of pain. Like I'm not finna cry. Like my tattoos don't cry before I cry. I got 2 on my trigger fingers too. Like you know, somebody cry and do this. So but like I said, I've been tatted up too. You know, like so. At the time, like all my tattoos mean something to me. You know, all of them have meaning, and it's like I didn't look at it like this when I was younger. But after a while, I looked at it like I just closed so many doors on myself as far as getting other jobs. So I told myself then, like, I gotta make it with this rap shit. Like, this is my only option now, you know, because I cover my body up with tattoos, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that just drove me even more, you know, to just grind, you know what I'm saying? Just to get out there and just make the most and make my presence felt and be the best, you know what I'm saying? And outdo the rest, you know? Like if somebody could be like, man, I'm better than this person, I'm better than this person, I'm better than this rapper, I'm better than them. And people be like, yeah, all right, but it's like, there's no better way to prove it than getting on the same canvas with those rappers, you know? And that's like when you get on the same beat, like, yeah, he was on that same beat and I was on that same beat. Now you can compare the verses, you know? That's like if you was able to put Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali in the same ring at the same time in their prime, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, you can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, this beat, this instrumental is here, this is the canvas, you know, as a rapper, so we could do that. So it's like, I'm not gonna tell you I'm the best, I'm gonna prove it to you, and then you can say what you wanna say afterwards. And you know, them people on the internet that's in them comment boxes, they don't know you personally, like a brother, you know what I'm saying? Like your brother, cuz might be like, oh, nobody fucking with my cousin, nobody, you know, he the best. But them people, these people from all over the world, they don't give a fuck, they don't owe you no love, they gonna let you know, like that shit was trash, that shit was horrible, hell no, you're not better than this person, all this type of shit. You know, I got people all over the world, different countries and all, like, this nigga's the fucking rap god, this nigga's the best rapper alive, you know, all this other type of shit, like, so, it's like, it's there, speak for itself. You just go look in the box. You know what I'm saying? Look in them boxes, them comment boxes, that's what it's there for. You're gonna have hate, you're gonna have, you know, but you're gonna see a ton of them motherfucking comments. This is the best, this is his song now. This should have been his song. You know, this is, I don't know how the fuck he keep coming up with this shit. He don't never run out of shit. What the fuck do he be thinking? I know you was high as hell when you thought of that one shit, like, no, I don't smoke. You know, my mind is clear, you know what I'm saying?
So what's next?
I'm working on a group project scheduled to drop in December with me and my whole team. It's called No Surrender, No Retreat. And then a year ago from now, I should be dropping my next solo project that's called Don't Doubt the God.
Gucci's absolutely the boogeyman of hip hop. Like, it's just certain individuals, you just know that at any given moment, it could go left.
Right.
Gucci's one of them. T.I. is one of them. I told y'all that before. I don't know why y'all keep acting like T.I. ain't Gucci level crazy. Maybe
T.I. is Gucci level crazy.
Gucci might be T.I. level crazy.
You mean to tell me that if I walked up to your mother right in front of you and shot her in the face,
yeah,
and then I left the country and you can't get to me, you wouldn't tell the police?
Hell no, where your mama stay at?